Hello everyone, welcome to the AD2L Season 31 Week 3 matchup between Pot of Greed versus Grin Ethereal. Alright, and unfortunately I had to go ahead and record this rather than stream it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And right now, we missed most of the draft, if not all of it, as you can see. And, oops. Lots of stuff going on, sorry. Alright, we got Gree onto the Spirit Breaker. We also have Naya on the Winter Wyvern. Welshie on the Brewmaster, that's kind of his signature. We have B Jack Honeydew. Whoopsies. And on the Alchemist, Rob Boss on the Storm Spirit for the team of Pot of Greed. We also have Bird on Marana, Bryguy on Undying, Magic Wizard on the Pangolier, Rhino on the Void Spirit, and we have Regal on the Anti-Mage for the side of Grin Ethereal. Or Ethereal, or whichever the team name is. Didn't exactly double checked everything, so my apologies there. Oh, it is Grin Ethereal. Alright. So I'll keep that in mind when I go ahead and come back and post this up on YouTube.
Send thy dead gods legions. I will put them all to death.
Oops, forgot a few things. Alrighty, so okay, so given the matchup and everything, let's see here. Okay, so they're gonna go ahead and smoke up S3 up top and try to go ahead and find anyone that they can from Team Grin Ethereal. So that doesn't seem to be the case at the moment, given that all of Grin Ethereal is on bottom. They do have Bird being the bait. Honeydew's going to sadly run into a trap himself. They were smoked up as 4, and they're going to go ahead and try to get this kill right now. That arrow doesn't land, so B-Jack Honeydew is going to be safe. So the bottom 2 runes are most likely going to be going to Grin Ethereal, unless Pot of Greed decide to go ahead and be like, let's go ahead and challenge that, but there's not enough time to do so. So we do have a few wards being placed out already on the map. We have one over here in the upper portion blocking the small camp. We do have one ward that's going to be de-warded quickly by Rhino. And Bird is going to hold onto her. Oh, never mind. Was going to hold onto it, but places down the observer ward to block the small camp, so no pulls can be made from the side of Pot of Greed. So the game plan from what I'm seeing for B-Jack Honeydew is essentially go ahead and try to farm up as much as he possibly can, which is most likely going to be building into a Battle Fury, and then start working his way from there. Now the same game plan applies to the Anti-Mage, but he needs to have a very strong laning phase against both Welshie and Gree. You already have some pulling on the side there. To go ahead and try to make sure that they protect their observer ward with that quick block from Gree, most likely running through the camp to give no suspicion. Oh, do they not see this? Ah, no. That observer ward is just out of range for that sentry. And oh no, Bryguy's courier's already dead. That's not good. Over on middle though, we do have a small little situation developing. We have Rob Boss getting hit by the arrow, most likely going to go down to this. And we got Naya TPing in just in time to go ahead and get the revenge kill onto the Void Spirit. But unfortunately, the first blood does go to the side of the Dire, which is going to be given to the mid laner and Rhino. So we do have a small little pause going on. With that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and transition on over. Play some music.
Caught a common stasis that could feed the Berlin Wall, standing in a separated manner. What you know about me is the relentless chasing as you figure out the games we're playing. Funny how the moonlit sky will light my only passion, moving through the sun as we get lost. Are you listening to the words that tear us apart?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Even in death, I am not thine.
What's wrong?
Thou art damned. Denied.
An easy shot.
There is balance in this.
The prize is mine.
Gold for me.
Stupendous!
A barrel of laughs! To restore the void within.
feast.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. We're detecting high levels of sarcasity, Captain.
What's wrong?
Thou art damned.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Denied.
Oh, Radiant's courier is dead.
I didn't realize we had started.
Did I do that? Twice the measure of power.
Precious bounty.
This will hasten my footfalls.
Cold winds keep you.
No sorcery shall claim me.
Who spoiled that shot?
A bauble from the void.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dagger! Free of me! Oh, sorceries! Ti todoja!
Your anger is useless here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What's up?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Oh man, this is totally harshing my mellow.
Regeneration.
Then
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Killing spree!
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall soon. Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dominating!
Dire's top tower is fallen. Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
Double kill! Zap! Told you a storm was coming!
I can't believe I'm seeing this with my own eyes.
Salamene smiles.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The prize is mine.
Better luck next time. Stupendous! Looking for me?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I hate life.
Stunning, isn't it?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Killing spree!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Better luck next
Dire structures are fortified.
Just a fight!
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go, now! Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Rot-row, bad dudes, rot-row, middly-widdly, gone all diddly.
Double
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
Unstoppable!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I sense distortion.
Life.
Double kill! I send you beyond this plane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Haste! Are you even trying?
What's wrong?
You had your warning! I blew it!
Shadows, take us.
Gold for me.
We'll take that.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Ding dong! Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
Invisibility.
Let the fun begin!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I return to my temple.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Watch my hand.
The sacrifice.
shadows take us.
I've been wanting this.
Here I am. Not a good look for me.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Is up here! Blow the man down!
Bad dude's top is all nasty and brokey.
Oh my gosh, I thought I was talking this whole entire time. And I muted myself, and oh gosh. That's so silly of me. Oh boy. So we have Regal over here. Scratching and crawling and doing everything he possibly can to get back into this game for his teammates. So that way they can go ahead and fight. And really try to get into this game. Because right now that AK lead for the side of Pot of Greed is not as large as it could be. They desperately need more out of it. And in doing so, they are looking for a fight. Am I seeing? Yeah, they have a few people smoked up at the moment. Just one. Oh, they found Bry Guy. And they're going to go ahead and see if they can go ahead and take him off the board for themselves. And they're able to go ahead and do so. They're trying to see if they can spot anyone else. But Birdie and Rhino's going to be disengaging from that area and try to figure something out instead. Which is more or less, let's go ahead and protect Regal just in case they decide to change their minds on the Roshan. And I don't think they're going to do that. I think B-Jack Honeydew and everybody else with the rest of Pot of Greed, they want this on the Alchemist. For the first Roshan, I don't think that's a bad choice. For the second Roshan, I really do believe that the Aegis should go onto Rob Boss. Oh wait, are they changing their minds here? Oh, they for sure changing their minds. They want the super aggressive plays right now. They want to go ahead and try to finish this game as quickly as possible. Can't believe I had myself muted. That is so fun. Anyways. Alright. Let's see here. What can I say more about this whole entire game other than the AM is making strides and trying to keep his team in this game is more or less hinging on the fact that they need to go ahead and keep split pushing lanes and try to take pressure off of the map from their side and really apply it over in these areas. The off lane doesn't seem to be too much of a priority for them. Mainly for the fact that they want to go ahead and control this area more. Okay, they need to protect this triangle for their AM and also for their Void Spirit. You know, they need to go ahead and protect this area so that way the Alchemist doesn't do this the whole entire game that like he was more or less been doing the whole entire time. Well, she is given the Cloak of Flames. That's a great item for him, honestly. They do have the Aegis and Raw Boss, so look for some plays and rotations that is going to be super aggressive from the side of Pot of Greed. We're probably looking at maybe a high ground push if they want to be ballsy here and just absolutely just go for it. And that's, I don't think, something that the Grin Ethereal wants to deal with at this point, because they can't really do a 4-man defense on the high ground,
You bad dudes had was crap anyway. Don't sweat it.
because they need this AM to go ahead and push, and farm. Realizing this, the Alchemist is going to be, you know, already, he built his Boots of Travel a while ago, like a long while ago. He realizes what's going on. So he needs to go ahead and prevent the split pushing, which is great. Oh, not in time from Gree. Oh, that charge was almost there, and Magic Wizard was going to go down again. Oh, man. Talk about realizing how fast you need to hit your Rolling Thunder right then and there at that moment. That was great from Magic Wizard. And, ooh, Pangolier has a mech build, so it seems like Guardian Greaves is on the menu. So they're going to converge on B-Jack Honeydew. They're more or less trying to use him as a dangling bait. So all 4 of his teammates on Pot of Greed is going to hang in close proximity and just really go ahead and make sure that B-Jack Honeydew is protected and not in serious danger. I kind of feel like a Cold Embrace there on B-Jack Honeydew would be a good play, but they did not have enough vision on the rest of the map to go ahead and determine that. So, ooh, that's what they're going to be doing. Oh, Ceremonial Rope. Oh, that's going to be great for him. 350 mana. And oh no, the Pangolier got caught out. They are diving past the tier 2. They're able to go ahead and finish off Bry Guy. They finally took the tier 2 tower. And man, Bird with the arrows this game have been an absolute nuisance for Rob Boss. And it doesn't feel like he's going to be happy anytime soon. So they're going to go ahead and try to figure something else out. They did threaten the tier 3, it was glyphed, so they're going to go ahead and reposition differently for the next few minutes. They have a BKB on Storm Spirit in a few moments as soon as he finishes up a few camps. Oh, they're going to go ahead and try to get Regal right now. And he's off the board. They were able to go ahead and find him. They saw, and they thought to themselves, he's a little overextended. We're all right here in the upper portion of the map. I think we got this, right? Right? So they just jumped on in, and they just took him on out. So that was a great play from the side of Pot of Greed. So as we go ahead and take a look at Rhino, they do have vision in the ancient area, and they're just going to go ahead and initiate. Oh, there's a Rod of Atos. There's the silence on Welshi. But in comes the big Space Cow who's going to use his Nether Strike. There's some dust so they can go ahead and find whomever's hiding. And they're probably going to go ahead and try to chase down. And with no success whatsoever on this Void Spirit. So, with that Void Spirit being pushed out of lane, and oh my gosh, they're being super aggressive here. They're going to go onto this Pangolier with no reservations whatsoever. There is the Yule's up. The Rob Boss is silenced. Oh, the Winter's Curse. And Regal trying to make sure he doesn't go ahead and kill his own teammate. Alright, another Yule's onto Rob Boss, who's going to use his BKB. Oh, first hit bash, and they're going to go ahead and try to counter this play right now. Ooh, B-Jack Honeydew with the Abyssal Blade. There is the silence, but it missed onto the AM. And they're trying to... Oh, they won't be able to go ahead and go up that fountain just yet. And another Astral Step from Rhino, who's going to go ahead and try to take on B-Jack Honeydew. I don't think that's a great entire play. That could have gone way worse than they should have. Oh, they're wanting to find Naya. Out comes the Remnant. Oh, Gree took it. So with all this pressure that's coming from Pot of Greed, and the AM trying to keep up with his Alchemist, and mind you, he's 13,000 behind any other hero, he's probably like maybe 3 or 4k behind. So it still would have been okay. Man, some of these plays from Gree is just absolutely insane. Like, he's just dashing all over, everywhere. It is practically insane. I mean, like, take a look at his Aghanim Scepter. Increases the charge of darkness movement speed and reduces the cooldown on it. Like, that is so great, and that is so cool that he was able to go ahead and have such a good game. To go ahead and get an Aghanim Scepter to only be murdered at the moment. Out comes the Winter Curse directly on the AM, who's going to survive a lot of this. Naya is going to be a sacrificial lamb here. B-Jack Honeydew with none of his teammates around him, being surrounded all by the Grin Ethereal. He's going to go ahead and try to man-fight this, and oh no! Oh my lord, that was a rampage from Regal! Something that he really needed, and whittled that 13k deficit down to 10k for himself, trying to catch up onto this Alchemist, and he'd probably be able to whittle this down to around 8 or 7k if he can go ahead and just focus on the objective gaming right now. The Alchemist is not going to be on the field for another minute or so, so the Anti-Mage has plenty of time to go ahead and be the greediest person on the map. He has to be smart about it still. There's a lot of buybacks available for Pot of Greed. They don't need to use them now for obvious reasons, and that being that the tier 2 is slowing down this push considerably.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
If they all bought back right there and lost the next team fight, it would have been really disastrous. With that rampage by Regal, it just completely changes the complexion of this game, in which that it might be a 50-50 footing, you know, but still it doesn't feel great right now for the Grin Ethereal, because you're still teetering on, do we lose if we lose the next team fight? We can't split with the 50-50 team fights anymore, because those 50-50 team fights will start tipping more and more in the favor of Pot of Greed.
Stupendous.
Vanished.
So with that being said, Ravas does have the Aeon disc on his quick buy. Sorry, being a little distracted, trying to make sure I'm keeping up with everyone.
My path leads to.
So that Aeon disc is going to be something that's going to be extremely helpful in these team fights. The BKB is almost finished by the Alchemist. I believe, and I really truly believe, that if he had a BKB that fight and try to man fight his way out, it would have gone a whole lot better. Alright, here's the initiation onto Regal, who is pretty much in, oh my gosh, a lot of control. And oh no, that Primal Sprint just helped out. And oh no, 4 go down. Oh lord. They were able to go ahead and really put everything together for this fight. They were able to go ahead and find a way. And when I mean they found a way, it was just basically they found the AM in a vulnerable position. They all initiated and they all said to themselves, only AM, and that's what they did. They took him out. They were not distracted by any other hero throughout that fight. They didn't care about the Undying. They didn't care about the Void Spirit. And for all of their intense tunnel vision focus, they are rewarded with a Roshan, which is most likely going to go back to the Raw Boss. And yes, they have a cheese for the Alchemist. So this is great news if you're on the side of the Pot of Greed, and if you're a Pot of Greed fan. Okay? You know why? Because we got nothing but a high ground push on the menu. You just go ahead and siege very, very slowly and try to slowly crack open and pry that shell open and just obliterate that defense for that high ground. And I believe... Ooh, boy, Ninja Gear and Timeless Relic. Oh, man. Timeless Relic on the Storm Spirit would be... I don't know about that. Like, that's the question. Do you put it on someone else? Like, who do you really put that on? Like, it's the Winter Wyvern, I want to say? No, she has the Aeon Disc, and... Oh, he realized his mistake, so he's bringing it back to him. Okay. Let's look at this. 25% debuff duration, 15% spell damage. That's, that is very, very good for him. Ooh, they were able to go ahead and find a telescope? Oh man, that Winter Wyvern's probably a very happy Wyvern. Ooh, they got a gem on there. I kind of feel that was a little bit much with the Arctic Burn. I don't think it was necessary to use it. You just drop the gem near and you'll get vision of it. But oh. Arctic Burn is being used. They're going to see if they can find something here to catch anyone out. Landed on the wrong side of the wall, so they're going to go ahead and just walk away from that, are we, Naya? On the other side of the map, we have Rhino split pushing. I kind of feel like Regal and Rhino should have been swapped in positions there. Anti-Mage realizes that his I wouldn't say the last ditch hope, but oh, the Lotus Orb is not protecting from that charge, but hey, but that will protect you from that for a few moments. But man, that Pangolier got ripped to shreds. The BKB being used by Welshies to avoid that Rod of Atos. The stun on the B-Jack Honeydew. Oh, and the Mana Void on the Storm Spirit. They're able to go ahead and take one life away from him. Can they go ahead and get the second one? I don't know if that's going to be the case because he's zipping on over onto the Anti-Mage and taking him out. The Spirit Vessel is whittling away at his life, but he still doesn't care. Takes out the Void Spirit. They're holding on to a buyback for Regal. Magic Wizard has his BKB going on. I believe he's going to be slowly taken out here. And no, he's going to survive this. But the Void Spirit, on the other hand, poor Rhino, he's going to be taken down. He's off the board. They're going to see if they can get another one. And Bright Guy says bye-bye. And Regal, he's going to see if he can... oh, he was thinking about turning around to fight, but he is going to be disabled at the moment. Man, that blue panda... That mist panda. Ugh. That tornado, man. Like, it just really messes up team fights. They don't have Raw Boss. He is going to be... oh, the BKB just for the escape. They're going to see if running down or chasing is going to be an option for them. And the smart play would be not chasing. Not chasing. Oh my, like everything is not looking so hot for the Grin Ethereal. Like you take a look at the draft, it was somewhat more or less favored on the side of Pot of Greed. Like let's take a look see. Yeah, slightly favored.
Amazing what you found
Oops.
lying around.
And oh wait, what? Okay. I'm sorry. That rampage from Regal like threw off the graph for me when I was looking at it. It was like completely dipping down and now went straight back up into the side, favor of the side of Pot of Greed. So we're just gonna go ahead and just realize that this is more or less a very throwable game if they make some really bad decisions from the side of Pot of Greed.
Regeneration.
But let's not focus on that too much, because right now. Like, Grin is just gonna be completely focused on making sure they can do the best that they can to try to turn this whole entire situation around. The BKB is still being built by Regal, but Regal desperately needs to find a faster way of farming. And I don't know if they can go ahead and do this.
Bad dudes, middle tower.
Honeydew is just going to go ahead and man mode this whole entire tower. Glyph is available, so they can go ahead and use it. There's a swashbuckle to go ahead and try to disable someone. The Starfall is not doing much from Bird. And, oh no, that's very bad. He got caught out. Here's the Winner's Curse onto Bry Guy. And, that Tombstone's not going to be surviving anytime soon. The Rolling Thunder's doing great. I mean, they're trying to find an opening here, and it just seems like Regal's just skirting outside of the whole entire fight and can't find an opening just yet. All of it is just a little bit too much, and with that last mid-racks being taken, they're going to go ahead and claim Mega Creeps at the moment, and Gree, being a little greedy, just jumps on in with his charge, and everything is really falling apart. AM, it could have been worse for AM. Thank goodness he had a BKB, but he's going to go ahead and try to turn around and try to fight someone right here. Rob Boss is right there, and he was glimmered. They couldn't find him. Talk about having some unfortunate timing right there. So they're going to be ignoring the AM and try to finish this game onto the throne. And Regal is going to go ahead and try to do a last ditch effort on stopping Honeydew. He has very few procs going. He used his mana void, but they're going to call it GG and well played. And that is game 1, folks. And game 2 is coming right up.